Yesterday, Douglas told you how he was drafted, but quickly missed his opportunity to play in one of the most famous football leagues in America.
A so-called friend of mine, he had said, well, he had something that I had went and got some drugs from him, which was cocaine. It was crack cocaine, and I was trying to sell that to have some money just to throw around because I was going to cash the check, give him what he needed, and, you know, continue my life in football. But
so it's because of the drugs that you got caught up, and you ended up got thrown in prison. How long did you end up serving for?
I had they sentenced me a 7.5-year sentence.
Right now, he will tell you about life in solitary confinement. His wife also has something to say.
So this whole week we've been here talking to Mr. Douglas, who, my gosh, he had an amazing story from growing up in church, getting involved in drugs, ending up pimping, having an NFL opportunity lost because of lifestyle, and to the point where he's been to jail many times. And, well, I told you yesterday I wanted to ask him about solitary confinement. But today I actually have his wife here too. Hi, Miss Linda.
Hello, how you doing,
Pastor?
Welcome
on. We haven't had you on all week, but so y'all are married, right?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been married?
Going on 19 years this year.
So let me ask you though, how long have you known him?
Doug and I grew up together. We actually went to the same elementary, middle, and high school together.
So it was love since the childhood? Or?
I couldn't stand him growing up.
You couldn't stand. All right, we'll talk about the marriage in a minute. That's funny. But you knew him when he was in that wild street life?
Yes, I did.
So you can confirm that it's true?
Yes, it was true. And me personally, I couldn't understand how he got involved because he came from such a good family. His mom and dad, his dad was a hard worker. His mom always instilled in them good, but he just chose to go the other route.
How was your background?
I was good. I had come from a great family. I was in family adoption, but other than that, I had a great childhood.
Okay. Did you feel ever stressed or whatever about the adoption thing?
I did. I felt out of place a lot of times, and I was mad with my family because a lot of times I couldn't understand why my mom gave me away, especially with it being an in-family adoption because my mom's first cousin adopted me.
Okay. So your life wasn't bad, but you just had issues inside that you wrestled with because of being an adopted one.
Yes.
Now, just ask you, when he was in prison, you knew him then too?
Yes, I did. I started writing him because I got the address from his sister, and he was in solitary confinement actually when I started writing him for getting into a fight.
Wow. Mr. Douglas, just a question. How was the solitary confinement?
It was real bad. It was very bad because you don't have no one to talk to. If you don't get a letter or someone from the outside talking to you and everything, it's hard because you don't have anyone to talk to. And they rarely do come around and give you books and stuff that you can read. I asked for a Bible, I got a Bible and everything, but it was in Spanish and I couldn't read in Spanish. And I'm like, I didn't know if the officers...
So they don't treat you very good when you're in solitary at all?
No, they take
And
off.
so you were writing him letters when he was in solitary?
Yes.
But y'all weren't dating yet?
No, we were just friends.
So you just wanted to encourage him and kind of strengthen him and stuff?
I was more or less fussing at him and trying to understand why he was doing the things he was doing and why did he keep doing the things he was doing. So I was more like a second mama figure.
All right. From your point of view, how crazy was his life?
Crazy, because he was hard-headed.
Okay. He was hard. What kind of things you remember that were some of the worst things you saw him getting into?
The drugs, when he was out there selling drugs, he pretty much didn't care about anything once he got out from the NFL contract, which I found out later on why he was locked up, but he did sign. Once he got into that, and he felt like society had failed him, so he didn't care about anything and nobody at that point. And
he suffered a big loss at some point that really hurt him a lot too, right?
Yes, he had a brother that got stabbed to death, and that took a toll on him as well.
After that, Douglas, it really kind of something snapped in you, huh?
Yes, sir.
And you just went downhill even deeper, huh?
Yes, sir.
At that point, it's just like you didn't care.
I didn't care.
You didn't care. Look, honestly speaking, friends, if I could, I would have them here for 2 weeks because there's so much that they really have to say. I cannot, but you get a feel just from what she said, he said, of how horrible his life was. What does that say to you? It says that no matter how deep you are in a pit or how horrible your life is, you can come out of it. Your life can change. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the good part. Though there's so much more we could say about the bad, I'm going to talk about the good part of their life, because today their life is different. Thank God. And thankfully they came, they found the church. We've been fighting for them, and their life has changed. Be here tomorrow. Watch us so you can hear the good part.
Linda will tell you about the problems she faced in her marriage and how they overcame many challenges and addictions. Only on the Showdown of Faith tomorrow.